welcome to Homorazzi Hawt Topics for another week. It's Johnny here with you alongside with a whole new cast. So we say hello to Adam.
Hello.
And to Patrick.
Hello.
Tommy is back.
Me again.
And, ooh, hi Landon.
Hey guys.
Because you know all the people on the side are like, oh, look at Landon. We're over it. No, in a good way. We love you. You're our friend. Yeah, no, it's all good. So, a couple of the Homorazzi cast members are actually going to be traveling. Oh, by the way, hi Donovan.
Hello.
Donovan, yay!
Donovan! He's in the background. A couple of our Homorazzi cast members are going to be traveling to Los Angeles very soon, including un, deux, trois, Donovan, and Brian is going as well. How did you guys get chosen for this? Let me try that one more time. Why? How? So you guys are going, what are you guys doing down there?
Well, it originally started, Donovan and I entered a contest for Pink is the New Blog, and it was a
Cool
contest
blog.
to win tickets, cool blog, tickets to win, you could win tickets to go to Britney's concert in Orange County. And so we had to come up with a funny concept for this contest, and we actually ended up winning. So we
That's awesome.
built a trip around that. Of course, Brian was going, being Donovan's boyfriend, and we thought Adam should come too.
Because he's your boyfriend.
Romance boyfriend.
He met in soccer, he fell in love.
So actually, like Donovan and I are going to be going to Brittany again for our second time.
Yeah.
But these two guys will entertain.
Yeah, if she stops after 3 minutes, that's it, I'm done.
Stop it.
Yeah, like tell me, I know that you were really pissed off about that.
Okay, my original reaction was I thought something was seriously wrong, and then I kind of thought it was funny,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
what a bitch to stop the show. Then I found out after from someone who worked there that there was two reasons why the show stopped. The first one was some pyrotechnics weren't working properly, and then the second reason was she didn't feel like it.
That's the vibe that I got.
She didn't feel like it.
And
And the only reason she went on is because her dad and the promoters made her, but she did. She was like, I should.
And it was so disappointing because I stood by her side the entire time that she had that whole falling out for like 2 years, and I was like, I'm still on the Britney bandwagon kind of thing.
Shaving your head, being all crazy.
Yeah, and you know,
golf
after
clubs
those
and
three songs that we talked about in the last episode, you know, my arms were crossed, and
Yeah.
I was totally like, we were texting back and forth, and I'm like,
Isn't that funny? You're at a concert, you're just like, this is so bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and everyone you can
You
see.
guys are like the biggest gay stereotype right now. We've been 5 minutes and we're still talking about Britney. Seriously. It had nothing to do with that this hour.
I believe it's 2 minutes and 28 seconds, Adam.
No, but it was, honestly, it's still, like, people still talk about it.
Well, and then she got the name of was it San Jose? She said Sacramento. Was it San Jose or San
Yes,
Diego? that
yes.
she was in? San Jose, right?
Yes.
Like, come on.
Know your
man.
city. Like, put on masking tape on the floor.
Yeah.
Come on, it's not rocket science.
Poor thing.
So I do it in
she got Vancouver right because
so-
that's all she ever said on the microphone.
Yeah. The
Hi,
live
Vancouver.
parts of the
Hi,
concert.
Vancouver.
Yeah. Hi guys, having fun. It was like crickets. You know what I mean? Like it was bad. It was bad at that point. But you guys are going to LA, and so you're flying first class.
Brian did the ticket, so I'm assuming it's first class.
Yeah.
He knows what's good for him.
Yeah,
So.
anyone that knows Brian and you've been drewed, get ready because you'll go first class and stay at boutique hotels. It's gonna be fun, and you'll have to check the website to see what's going on there. Now, there's a bit of a serious topic, and Adam, I just want to say your work with Friends for Life has been outstanding, and I think we should give you a round of applause. For people that don't know about Friends for Life, can you give a quick little blurb about it?
It's a wellness center, Nickel and Barclay in the West End, and it's for people with terminal diseases. It's all adults essentially who go there mostly, and for women, it's a lot of people who are battling hepatitis C or cancer, and then it's a lot of the time cancer or HIV and AIDS, and it's provides free services to them: massages, therapy, brunches, dinners, and it's open 7 days a week.
And anyone that knows Adam, it's like, he's such a cool guy, but that part of him is like the most sweet. And that's why we all want to date him. But since we're not dating you, this was something that actually came up in a conversation with another friend of mine. And I wanted to get your take on this because there was a friend of mine back home out east that was dating a guy, and it just so happened that this guy had a friend that has HIV, and so I was like, well, that's kind of a thing. He was fine with it. It wasn't a big deal at all. But I think for some generations, there's some of us that are like a little bit still taken back by the word AIDS or by HIV. Others, I think younger generations are just like, And therefore, I think they're a little bit more at risk right now because I think sometimes if you're just like, well, people are living longer lives, everything is fine, there's medications, there's research. Do you think the younger generation looks at HIV and AIDS as something that's just kind of like more nonchalant, whereas some of us are more scared of it? Being of an older generation?
Well, speaking from someone who is part of the younger generation
Yeah.
that I think you're talking about,
Well, Landon. Yeah.
Barely.
I would never treat someone with HIV or AIDS as a virus. I see them as a human being,
Mhm.
and I still take the necessary steps, or would absolutely take the necessary steps to protect myself in any kind of sexual relationship, whether I knew or did not know the sexual or the status of the person I'm.
And that's a scary thing too. Like you walk into things and you don't know these days. You just never know, and that's fine. I mean, we all have to observe and use protection and things like that. But I think there is a bit of a stigma though. For the younger people that I meet, they're like, you know, it's HIV, it's AIDS, it's fine, not a big deal. Whereas, like for me, for instance, like this sounds really awful, but I'm going to say it. If someone were to come out to me and say that, I don't know how I would react from a dating scenario. I don't know if I would be comfortable with it. Not because I don't love them or think that they're great people, just because I'd be like my health is at risk now. And I think you kind of put yourself in a bit of a risk category.
Well,
I think if people who have researched it or done the stats and looked at the actual science behind it, you would be one of those people who would get over that. You would date someone, you would realize that there's the smallest infinitesimal percent of getting something, unless you do something that you shouldn't do, which you shouldn't do in your real life anyway, like having sex without a condom and not knowing their status or anything like that. But
And I mean, barebacking is a totally different thing too. Like if you're in a committed relationship and you do the whole like, let's go get tested, you know, and then you're like, oh my god, I have gonorrhea, fuck, or whatever the case is, right? But not me. I'm not saying okay.
a friend,
A friend of a friend out east.
Would we say that?
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like, there is a time and a place for it. But and I agree, it's about personal responsibility. But is there not a fear, kind of from an older generation, 30, 40, 50, where you see AIDS and you go, oh my god?
I think, yeah. Well, I think working for the organization that you work for, I think you probably have learned a lot, and maybe even just through your personal research. But I can sort of see where you're coming from as well, because I think I've just grown up with what I saw in movies and what I saw on television, and only seen one side of it, and so I do have that fear that I don't know how I would react as well. But
Yeah.
I'm sure if I were to encounter a situation like that, it would force me to research, and I'm sure I would see the other side of things. But that's still where
I think people who are 40 know people who have died from it, and then
Yeah.
that affects them. People who are 20, more often than not, know no one who either has it as a fact that they do, or they've never met anyone who's actually died from it. So that really changes your perspective on the
That's
issue,
true.
and you get really serious about it.
Yeah.
It finally becomes personal, which is unfortunate, but that's just the way that life is, kind of.
Right,
Yeah.
because there's always that whole "it'll never happen to me" or "it'll never happen to anybody within my
Oh
circle."
yeah, for sure. Like that's the fear is that they say the statistics are out there, and obviously from all the people even in our cast,
Yeah.
it's just like okay, well whatever, it's fine. But I think it's just a little bit scary. So just be careful. Stay protected, y'all. Stay protected. Leaving things on a dark note. Thanks. Thanks a lot. Thanks for not helping me here. Till next time, Homorazzi Hawt Topics, and enjoy our vitamin waters. Thank you so much. Thanks, Donovan.
Thank you. Thanks, Daniela. Thanks, Tommy.
See you guys later.
Bye.